Hi guys, so today we're going to be looking at the Blasphemer of Night Psychube. Who can use it and what is a negative stat? I feel like this is quite an underrated Psychube, but for the few characters that can use it, it's amazing. In order to get the effect, you need to have 2 neg stats onto the target, and that will increase the damage by 12 up to 24%. Now, what is a negative stat? There's a few in the game, let's have a look. Confusion, which is a crit res minus 25%, Matilda can apply, so can Blonnie, and of course Tooth Fairy, Voyager, and Kanjira. They can apply it through skill or ultimate or even through insights. Next up is Poison. Poison is a negative stat that is basically DOT, Genesis damage. Rabies can apply it, so can Kanjira, Sotheby, and the Queen of Poison, Jessica. These characters can apply through different methods. Most of them are through skill and incantations. Next up is Weakness. Weakness is a damage bonus minus 25%. Twin Sleep can apply. So can Centurion. And so can Diggers. Next up is Nasty Wound. Nasty Wound is a healing taken minus 50%. Bunny can apply this through an incantation, so can Eternity, and Cristallo can also apply this through her ultimate. Disconcert, which is cannot gain Moxie. X can apply this through I3, Miss Radio through her ult, I believe, and TTT as well. Next up is Blind. Blind is a damage bonus minus 30% when attacking just one target. Click can apply this, as well as 6 from 1.4. Next up is Burn from 1.5. This is a healing reduced and a damage over time. Ulu can apply this, as well as Spathadia, which I probably have said wrong. Okay, next up are single characters that can only apply unique neg stat. First is Satsuki, who can apply Rigidity, which is when 2 stacks, it applies Petrify. Mesmer Jr. applies Paralyze, which when 2 stacks, applies Daze. And Diggers, who can apply Terror, which is when the round ends, minus 1 Moxie to the target. Next up is the Fool, who can give Corrode. Corrode is Genesis damage based on the carrier's HP. This is from counter as well. Next is Horrorpedia, thank you for the photo. Mental damage taken plus 25 through his ult, I believe. And next is Cristallo, who provides radiation therapy, which is damage taken minus 15, and the enemy takes Genesis damage based on her attack. This is provided from her ultimate. Next, one character can provide Disorient, which is damage bonus minus 30% for mass attacks, and Laceration. Who is that character? 6 from 1.5. Laceration is also something that takes extra Genesis damage when attacked. Next up, Sweetheart with her I3, she provides Enchantment, which is damage dealt minus 10% to her. You Wish from La Source, which is damage bonus minus 20% and damage taken minus 20, and Bunny with Gracious Host, which is crit risk minus 25 and 25 for crit defense. Baby Blue provides Wonderland Visitor, which is damage bonus minus 10%, and this effect can stack based on who attacks her. Eagle provides Sense Weakness, which is reality defense minus 20 and crit defense minus 20 to the strongest attacker. And there's also something called Pollution. Pollution is currently not any of the playable characters, but it is something that can be given to our current characters, so maybe in the future. Okay, so now that we've looked at which characters have the negative stats, or neg down stats, that's a really awkward way of phrasing it, in their kit, I'm going to quickly go through who can actually use the Blasphemer Psychube the best, who's actually worth it. So I've broken this down into a bit of a tier list to make it a bit easier to understand, and I'm going to be quite quick with this because it's pretty simple. First, top layer, best in show, or it's an excellent choice for them. The next layer is usable. I mean, you can actually use it, but their utility is probably better used with a more supportive Psychube. And the last one, I've renamed it. It's no longer Flop. it's you in danger, girl. Meaning, just don't do it. First up, Matilda. Matilda, you could use it, but it's not... this framing. Matilda, you could use it, but it's, not preferable. Next, Blonnie, same as Matilda. You can use it, but she's got better ones. You really want to get extra damage specifically for her ult, and then for the next one after it with Brave New World. Tooth Fairy, don't do it, girl. Don't do it. She needs more healing. She needs more. Voyager. I mean, I'm going to put it in the same category. You could use it, but absolutely she's better to use something like Luxurious Leisure. Kenjira. Kenjira is our first to go into Best in Slot or Excellent. She's got Confusion, she's got Poison. If no one else in her team is using it, she's a great user for it. It really helps with her damage. For Rabies usually is better to be used as a supportive character unless you really want to do like some type of main DPS Rabies, which I'm tempted to do, but it's not the best. Sotheby, you in danger, girl. Same reason as Tooth Fairy. You just don't need it. You need the healing more than anything else. Next up is Jessica. Jessica goes into Best in Slot or Excellent as well. She's a great user for the Blasphemer Psychube, same reason as Kenjira. She's got Poison all through her kit. She's going to be easy to stack the 2 neg stats required for that. Twin Sleep, usable, but again, better to have different options for her. That's more supportive. Centurion, it's usable, but not the best for her. Same reasons. Diggers, usable. Bunny, I'm going to keep this real fast. Usable. No, you know what? No. She goes into usable, not you in danger, girl, because Bunny can do a bit of damage if you really invest into her. And, yeah, it's less of an important specific need for her to be like Tooth Fairy or Sotheby. Eternity. I actually thought that I would try to make Eternity, so I tested her before I actually made this decision to see if this could work with her. It's not great. She's got Nasty Wound, but it just doesn't work that great with her. She's better used for other things. Next up, Cristallo. Cristallo is much better used. No, you know what? I'm going to say she needs help, because if she's going to be doing healing or she's going to be offering healing as a support, better to use something else for her. X falls into the category of you could use it on them, but actually there's going to be something coming up really soon in 1.4 that's going to help him, and he's a Flatus type as well as a Spirit type, so don't bother investing into it because he's going to have a much better option. TTT, you could use it, but not necessary. Click, same reason as X. Same for 6. 6 has a custom one coming out in 1.4 for him. Ulu, you could use it. Ulu comes out in 1.5. Very excited for Ulu. Around the same time that I'm ironically going back home to Australia. And I'm excited to see how Burn kind of shakes things up for the game. Spathalia. I'm going to put her into You in Danger because she's got a custom one coming out for her in 1.5. Less so than Ulu. So I'm going to put her there because you should not invest into it if you're hoping to use it for her. For Satsuki, Satsuki's got a couple of options. I would say Satsuki would probably go into... I'm going to put her into excellent use for it because you can actually use her with the Luxurious Leisure because she does a lot of damage with her ult. But you could also use this if you're going to be using her more of a supportive role because Druvis might not use this as much as her. I've got Sweet Girl Sotheby slipped back into there. Good job, Luke. The Fool goes into usable. I'm going to actually test him to see if I can get it to work with him, but I really like running the Fool with a healing Psychube instead. Thank you again for this picture because I'm going to be using it as much as humanly possible and I'm putting it into usable as well, much for the same reason. he's better to invest into his incantations rather than into his overall damage percentage that's gained through that. La Source, she needs to be invested in for healing rather than damage. She's a 3-star healer, my goodness. Baby Blue, I don't dare put you into the bottom tier again because I feel like I got ripped for putting her there, even though I'm not putting the character's ability, I'm putting in their ability to use this Psychube. Mesmer Jr., my goodness. Mesmer Jr., Ms. Mesmer. Am I okay? It's been a very long day. Mesmer Jr. goes into usable. I've not really looked into her very too much, but it's not the best thing for her. Eagle, you could use it, but Eagle should be more invested into other ways, but also don't use Eagle into late game. Don't really use her for this NEG stat. It's not very reliable. It's kind of like, if you really think about it, Bunny at least has Nasty Wound in her kit outside of her initial application. Eagle only has it in the first couple of rounds or until that enemy is out or she's out. It's not the greatest. Miss Radio, don't invest into her damage. She's a 2-star. That's for meme teams. And Sweetheart. Partly the reason why I made this video, Sweetheart, you actual queen, you are going to go all the way up into excellent. This is, Sweetheart's face is on Luxurious Leisure, but this is really the best thing for her. What I'm going to do next, now that we've finished the tier list, unfortunately I don't have Conjurer invested into, but I've got Jessica, I've got Satsuki, and I've got Sweetheart invested into. So I might put a couple of clips of some showcases using them, and maybe even a couple of the usable characters as well, and just see how you guys can apply. Thank you so much, and let's get into the showcases, I guess. This is for Satsuki. Now, I'm going to be honest, I think I'm a little bit wrong in saying that this is really great with her. I have tried, honestly, for this entire week of making this video, to get it to work and to accurately showcase it. I do think that Luxurious Leisure is much better, but as you can see here, like, the increase is like 300. Perhaps, like, I'm setting up things wrong, but it's not really great with Satsuki. It's good, just not great. Next is going to be Sweetheart. Honestly, I think she is the best user of it because, especially if you can get her to I3, she's going to be applying so many neg stats with her, like, enchantment, with her attack, and when she gets attacked, she'll also apply it then. It's very easy for her to actually apply it. If you use someone like Sotheby that can apply poison or another negative stat, it also makes it much easier. And it really does actually increase Sweetheart's damage quite substantially. You'll see that when you can successfully proc the effect of the Blasphemer of Night, the Psychube logo will appear above the character's head. Now this last one's just a little bit of fun. It's using Bunny and Twin Sleep to use it on a character such as Horrorpedia. This is an example of the usable characters, how I tiered them up or put them into the list. You can use them as well, and it can actually make quite a good improvement. It just takes a bit of an awkward setup to achieve it. For the last part of this is my Jessica team, not my amazing Jessica team. To be honest, I don't really enjoy using Jessica with Sotheby. I know it's apparently amazing, I just find it more comfortable to use someone like Medicine Pocket. Yeah, I don't really enjoy using Sotheby. I enjoy using other healers, and I like using Rabies. I really like Rabies. He's really reliable and does a decent amount of damage. Crystallo's here for defense down, and she's here as well to apply her negative stats for her ultimate and also to add a little bit of extra healing. My Jessica, admittedly, is not very well built. She's only at Resonant 7, so the damage in this is not amazing, but I did choose this boss fight because I believe that it's the most like neutral way to kind of showcase it. There's no damage bonus for like type advantage or anything like that. It's just essentially raw damage. So I'm going to let you watch this and I'll check in at the end of the video with final thoughts.
できてるよ。どうぞご遠慮なく行きましょう。消毒だ。子犬軍団よ、いけいけいけ。先生がおっしゃる通り、この力が私は守ってくれているので準備が整いました。いつでも行けます。我慢の限界だ。
And finished. So, as you can see, it's a pretty comfortable team. In all honesty, I don't have Kenjira built, so I can't really showcase her and how it works, but surprisingly it worked really well with Horrorpedia. These are just the builds at the moment, by the way. But yeah, surprisingly it worked quite well with Horrorpedia. It could work with other characters as well. I just really hope that people have found some help or some guidance or something out of this video. There was an amazing video that I saw that kind of helped me to understand this, and I wanted to try to make my own version of it to kind of help you guys as well, because a lot of you have been commenting and enjoying Sweetheart. So I spent the last week really trying to make this video as best as I could. I'm still learning, and I hope that it's been helpful. I'm going to quit ranting. This video has been very long. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you again so much for all your kind comments, and I'll see you in the comments. Bye.